A young man suspected of being an Islamic terrorist was living in a $1 million home in Manoa with no obvious source of income. KITV4's Daryl Huff has been investigating and talked to some stunned neighbors. Daryl.
Laura, stunned is right. The folks who live on Huilani Drive thought it was odd that a 21-year-old would have such a nice house to himself and showed interest in joining the neighborhood security watch.
Something kind of didn't add up, you know, I kind of felt kind of weird.
Grant Merritt lives on Huilani Drive in Manoa, not far from this house, where KITV confirmed 21-year-old Abdel Hamid Shaheda lived from about April of last year.
He said he's doing a deep-sea fishing operation, and he was doing the website. And so I said, what kind of boat? He said, we don't have a boat. Said, do you have a captain? No, we don't have a captain either.
The house is valued at about $1 million. The family which owns it rents it out through a real estate company which said Shaheda was not the renter on the lease. Neighbors wondered how he could afford to live there.
He was the only guy that was there all the time.
The FBI searched the house after arresting Shaheda Friday. He's charged with making false statements about why he wanted to travel to Pakistan. The FBI says he wanted to be trained there as a terrorist and advocated violent jihad on the internet. Similar statements here at this Manoa mosque led the Muslim Association to bar him.
Our teachings are very clear about peace, love, and compassion. So if we hear something like that, we get a little bit uncomfortable, and we don't tolerate it nor allow it within our community and our association.
Inside the Manoa house today, we could see empty packaging for this pellet pistol. The FBI said last year Shaheda went to a Waikiki gun club to test out several types of firearms. That was about the same time neighbors say he expressed interest in the neighborhood watch.
He just stopped by on his putt-putt one day, and he said, they told me you're the block captain, and I'd like to get on the list.
Nothing ever came to that. He apparently didn't follow up. Shaheda is in custody in the Honolulu Federal Detention Center, waiting to be flown back to New York, where he was born, raised, and where he was charged, Laura.
Well, do we know anything more about what exactly he was doing here?
Well, other than his statements about the deep-sea fishing, we really don't know if he wanted to be here. Being on the no-fly list, it would have been pretty tough for him to leave the islands, Laura.
Interesting. All right, thanks, Daryl.
Sure.